Hello everyone! Happy new moon! Happy new moon! It's new moon already. So what you been up to? How's life been treating you? We had the cutest thing happen this morning on the hill. There were two bears and they were playing. It's so cute. They're roly-poling, rolling around. We get a lot of wildlife and we do see bears, but we usually don't get to see things like bears playing. We usually get to see bears eating apples is what we tend to see. Or down at the ranch, they'll be down eating the neighbor's lawn. They eat anything. I think goats might eat a little bit more than bears, but bears are about willing to try anything out that smells good to them. So yeah, it was really cool seeing bears playing roly-polies. And they're so nice and chubby this year. It's very cute. They're all like big, giant teddy bear looking things this year because they're all nice and pudge. Getting ready for winter hibernation. So, yeah. Whew. Yeah, like lots of things have went direct in like the past 2 months. And I think there's like one more thing that goes direct. And I think we're pretty much like everything that's been in retrograde is like going direct. So yeah, it's like, ooh. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting to see what's happening. Yeah. Man. That my geometric storm a couple weeks ago, oh man, that was a doozy. It's been a couple weeks now. 2-3 weeks? I don't know. And that was more around the full moon, actually. That one knocked a lot of people on their bums. So, you can always order a new moon reading or a full moon reading if it's a full moon. And Monthly Energy Buzz is getting ready to go out at the end of the month. It's a monthly subscription reading service where you get a video reading, a PDF with some handy dandy references such as crystals for the month, sacred geometry, beings, deities, plants, animals, energies. Just depends on what's coming through that month. Light language transmission, definitely a lot of fun and very useful. Okay, la la la, let's go. See what, ooh, waterfall. When I first got this deck, I was like, I was just waiting to get this card because it's so nice. Effortless, waterfall. How are you just kind of flowing along? How can you make things a little bit more effortless in your life? How can you make them a little less hard? And things are hard enough without like trying to make it even harder. So how can you just flow along? How can you use this aspect of momentum, of flow, to take you on where you want to go? Take you into your desires, where you want to go, what you want to be, into the movement of self. So where are you holding back on this? Because if you're holding back on this, you need to be a little bit more, okay, I'm flowing, I'm flowing, I'm flowing, and see where it takes you. And not be so worried about how to get there. I think sometimes we can get caught up in the, how do I get here? How do I get here? Oh my God, this isn't happening the way it's supposed to. But what if it is? What if you're just not seeing the opportunities because you're too hyper-focused on making it go this way when you want to flow that way? So if it's kind of feeling tough and hard, just deep breath, release, let it flow. Find a way to let things feel a little bit more effortless and see where that takes you. Oh, by the way, we are using the Earth Magic deck and Serpent Fire throughout this month, if you were curious. But yeah, effortless, flowing. I like those bears playing. It was very fun. They were very effortless and joyless. Rolling around, batting each other all nicely. Roll, roll, back, back. They weren't trying very hard. They were just having fun. They were letting it happen and unfold how it unfolded. Yes, I know they're bears and they're not people, but, you know, it's the same kind of thing. see what we get. Oh, nice. Okay. So, first card is the Star. Hello, people. This is you. So how can you be this? How can you bring in this energy of light, this energy of connectedness, of flow? I feel like these two, in a way, are really playing with each other, because the Star feels like it's like encourages us to step into that effortlessness of the waterfall, to see how we can just be ourselves and flow into it, to shine out and to have our light be seen for what it is, and in the intention of how we mean it, the interpretation that we want it to be interpreted as opposed to someone else just going off on a random tangent and interpreting it completely differently than you desired it to be. There's intention. There's light, as in shining luminosity of self, of feeling your empowerment and being willing to go for it as opposed to pulling back. See, we're back to that theme of pulling back, of shutting down your light now, instead of trying to make it harder for yourself by having so much control. How can you use the wave of light to be effortless and flow a little bit more? Use the momentum of water, the momentum of waving light to find your effortlessness, to be empowered in this, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. And find the flow to it, find the momentum, find the path of ease. So you can shine out and do so without things being hard. I often talk about being soft, of softness not being a weakness, of softness being a strength, of being able to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Of being able to absorb what others say and understand it, but know that you still are this light body of self, to not have to come on full force in a heart attack. Hard attack, not heart attack. Softness of the Star, the luminosity of self, can be harsh too. Starlight is not harsh if you think about it. It's very luminous, it's gentle. So the next card is the Two of Wands. And this is one of my favorite Two of Wands. I really like this one quite a bit. It always speaks to me of, there's this power here. I feel like there's this theme at the moment, the new moon, of effortless momentum, using your light wave particles to just go out there and light wave it away into what you want to be. And letting the energy of things like electricity, energy, work for you and with you, as opposed to being so strict with it that you can't see all those paths that each lightning strike, each trickle of electricity brings to you. Each point has a different potential you could take. But here's the thing, if you are so rigid in the path that you are on, that this is what it is, this is the right path, which sometimes is a trap. Is it the right path, or is it just the path you have decided you must be on? What if you ease up? What if you let go? What if you let it be effortless? What if you let the luminous star body shine out and connect you to the universe, while the Two of Wands is connecting you to the potentials that you could possibly have, that you have passed by, that you will not see because you refuse to see them. You refuse to explore them. You refuse to think about it. I've got my path. I'm on the right one. I'm going, and nothing's going to stop me. There is a certain tenacity that is needed in life, but if you are unwilling to see what is surrounding you, what other potentials are, that's not so good either. That's way too rigid in path. And I'm not a huge fan anymore of the right path. I used to ask myself all the time, what's the right path? Oh my God. And I would agonize over this. What is the right path? I don't know. And then at some point, I stopped asking this. I don't remember when. I don't remember why. Maybe it was because it was just so difficult to say, what is the right path? That didn't let me explore those potentials that are surrounding this woman in the Two of Wands. It didn't let me explore different pathways of my business and of myself and of my spirituality. It told me, I'm not this, I'm not that. I work with fairy. I don't do angels. But what if I can work with fairies and angels? And now I do. I let go of the right path. And that's what brought things together. More so than like, I'm on this path and I'm on it. And yes, I am tenacious. I am steady. I am consistent. But I'm also open. And I know that path is simply path. And that the right one is the one that feels effortless. That's the right one that, for the most part, feels really good. But yes, the correct path is also going to like challenge you, bring up those things you don't want to deal with, and you deal with them. It doesn't mean that your life is perfect. It just means you're on the path you're on, and that's the right one for you right now. See the potentials, though. In waterfall and effortless of the luminous light body and the star, or connectedness to the universe and to everything, because we're all made out of the same basic building blocks of stardust. The Two of Wands, bringing in what our potentials are. See the empowerment. See where you can go and take this if you decide to. Speak the truth. So what is your truth? What do you need to say for yourself? And this almost feels like it's speaking your truth to yourself. Are you on the right path? Are you so rigidly on that right path that there is nothing else that can be seen? There's nothing else that can be explored because this is right and it's correct and I will hold to this course. Is that the truth, or is that just a story you have decided to tell yourself? So what is the truth you need to speak to yourself today? Whether it's, I truly do love you. I truly care about you. It can be as simple as something like that. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be grand. It can be as small as it needs to. It can be as huge as it needs to be, and anywhere in between. So speak your truth to yourself. What is true for you? Look at your stories. See what they're telling you. If they're actually accurate. Look at your path and see if you're adhering to something so strictly that nothing else can be seen, that you cannot speak truth to yourself because you cannot and will not see it. So, wow. So I just don't know where these are going to go. You can pick up handmade affirmation decks still on my site. This is the prototype deck. This is the first one I ever made. And the words were way too small. I had to make them bigger. But it turned out really cool. These were a lot of fun to make, but I'm totally over them. So I made like 20-something decks, and that's probably going to be it. I'm not feeling it. I am working on an oracle deck called Windows into Worlds, and that will be like printed, proper printed. And I got a tarot deck too that I want to start working on now that Windows into Worlds is like so close to not being printed, but the actual paintings. I don't have anyone near me. Are very close to being like done. I'm like, ooh, I gotta scan and all that shiz. It's not done, but like the painting part is gonna be done really soon. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, Windows into Worlds, and then we're going into a tarot deck once that's that's painted. I also started working a long time ago. I had this idea for a series of rune paintings using the Elder Futhark, and I in pouring medium, and I didn't like how it was turning out, so I stopped. And kind of circled back around to this with an idea that I've started. And so I'll be talking about that on the YouTube channel, the Elder Futhark paintings. And if probably the Tarot deck, if you're interested, join up in the Heartlight group, because in the new year I'm going to start talking about that creation in that group, and it'll be exclusive content to the Facebook group that froggy throats, exclusive content, the tarot stuff for the Heartlight transmission group on Facebook. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna finish up this reading. Light language, yeah. Let's do a little light language transmission before we finish up. Let's focus in on effortless. Lo meterasa dai seno terapia na siti asmikone e hene porosikoni ani alasake ani ita is ona alasamoshini idolopitini ikata ash yes aka don jamodalasini no lepe ala isamoenani shoka adiri isani kata alasash Fona hashi tani alabona ali hoshi pura wana asha geta ebe eda osini kume geta ayemi kum shemetatish ta don't medana ayelani shamakata bosh shamakata bosh. Alrighty, I'll leave it with that. Everyone have a wonderful day and go out there and be the love in the world. Happy New Moon.